Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the channel. If you're new, my name is Lee, aka Rollin Thunder, and in today's video we're talking about future updates on the R1 and a slight alteration to my audio. So without further ado, sit back, relax, grab a cup of tea, and let us get into the video. So ladies and gentlemen, how are we all doing? I hope you're doing well. And the topic of tonight's video is updates on the R1 and audio changes. Now we shall start with the audio changes because that's the easiest one to get through. And that basically is that I have decided to change my microphone yet again. I'm currently using a Micronix lapel mic, which you can buy online or through eBay, which is where I got mine from. And I've decided to attempt to use the new Drift HD Ghost microphone, which by all accounts is better than the previous gen microphone that I had, not only just in the Drift, but also that I used temporarily on my GoPro. But by all accounts, the new HD microphone is a little bit better quality, better noise cancellation, but we shall see. My current mic setup, like I said, is the Micronix lapel mic, which is a TRS, which is basically the 3.5mm jack with 2 rings instead of 3. And as a temporary measure, I decided to put an extra dead cat on the microphone, because just recently a lot of my videos where I've been riding at night with my visor open, it has resulted in quite a bit of wind noise. So I figured I would have a go at putting an extra dead cat on the mic to see if that helps. But after this video I will be using the Drift Ghost HD microphone. Like I said, it's apparently a lot better quality than the original one that I had a few years back, and hopefully it will alleviate a lot of the wind noise. It'll be a little bit less sensitive, so it won't pick up too much whistling, and generally speaking, just give my audio a little bit of a boost for the foreseeable future. Now, moving on to updates for the R1. Now this list is still as long as it always was to begin with, but I'm looking at other options and other ways and means to get the best out of the bike that I can. As you guys know, this bike does have a set of Akropovich carbon fibre exhausts on, to which case they make a lovely noise, as I shall now demonstrate. And if you haven't seen my ASMR video that I did on the R1 a couple of nights ago, I will put a link in a card above so you guys can go and check that out, because there was very little talking and a lot of noise, which is what we want from an ASMR video on a 1000cc inline 4 cross plane crank motor. We want all the pops and the bangs, and that's exactly what that video gives you. But with regards to updates, I've got a list of about 5 or 6 things I want to do. First one being, I want to get this bike decatted. And if you guys are not familiar with what decatting is, it basically means that I am going to remove the collector box and all the catalytic converters from the exhaust system to make her sound like a proper superbike. I mean, she sounds like a proper superbike anyway, but a little bit more so. So that's update number 1. I still very much want to get braided hoses for the front calipers on this bike. Like I said in a previous video, my Ducati 1098 has hell braided hoses, which I think are probably some of the best in the business. Not too expensive, but definitely quality bits of kit, and it does help improve the overall braking ability of the bike. Well, on the 1098 it does anyway. Whether it have the same effect on the R1 remains to be seen, because I haven't actually got them yet. But I'm hoping to get new brake lines. I might get them colour coded to the bike, I might not. I don't really know what I'm doing yet. But that's part update number 2, or should I say part 2 that I want to update. The third part that I want to get, and again this may seem a bit vain and it does show my vanity just a little bit, I want a quick shifter. Why do I want a quick shifter? Well, why not? You know, the old one is a race bike at the end of the day, and being able to bang it up and down the gearbox without letting off the throttle will just make things sound a hell of a lot better. Well, for me it will anyway. It won't improve the performance of the bike, apart from making my gear changes a lot quicker and a lot snappier. But you know, I'm not doing it for that. I'm literally doing it for the vanity. I'm doing it for the pops and the bangs, because on the new shape R1s, you know, they've got quick shifters and auto blippers and stuff like that, and it's like, oh, I want some of that. I really fucking do. And if I have to go down the route of getting a quick shifter, like a third party one, then so be it. It isn't the end of the world. I'm also toying with the idea of getting some carbon fibre parts for the R1. I don't know if I should or not. Again, purely for vanity reasons. She doesn't need it. She looks perfectly fine as she is. But given the opportunity to get some carbon fibre, be kind of stupid not to, really, wouldn't I? I'm thinking, in terms of parts, I'm thinking I might get the air intakes that are just here, just below the handlebars, in carbon. Maybe get a carbon frame cover, carbon swing arm guard, some carbon fibre heel plates, carbon fibre mud guard for the rear, or rear fender, whatever you want to call it, and a carbon fibre heat shield infill that sits just above where the right hand foot peg is, because that's just in plastic. Would you believe a premium motorcycle like this R1 does not have carbon fibre heat shielding around the feet? But you know, it is what it is. That's why there's companies on the market like RSR Moto, Carbon King, and there's bound to be loads of others which I can't fucking remember off the top of my head, but you get the idea. There's more than enough companies on the market that make stupidly good quality parts for bikes of all ages and brands. Speed! Holy shit. That's a lot of power and a lot of distance covered in not very much time. But I love it. I love giving myself a heart attack. And look at these fucking idiots. Fuck me. See, that really pisses me off about some people. Your dog's legs are about 3 inches. They cannot run across a road, especially a fucking busy one. Pick the poor fuckers up and carry them across the road. It'd be a hell of a lot safer for you and your dogs. Do you know what I mean? But anyway, I digress. And speaking of digressing, how is everyone enjoying my videos on Gunner? I have got a 1 month review video or 1 month update video coming up very soon, so make sure you keep your eyes open for that when it drops, because that'll be coming out in the next couple of days, if it hasn't already come out already by the time you watch this video. But anyway, as I was saying, the R1, in terms of updates, I'm still toying with the idea of getting some mirror block off plates for this, because, you know, everyone does it, do you know what I mean? I'd love to get those Rizoma Airblade mirrors, I think they're called, that basically fit in place of these, but they look like wings. I'd love to get a set of those, but at over £200 a set, you can fuck right off. If it was say 100 quid for a set, I'd definitely consider it. I think last time I looked, in terms of costing for those particular mirrors, I think they were about £270, maybe even close to £300 for a set of mirrors. And I'm sorry, I don't care how fucking good a quality they are, you cannot justify £300 for a set of mirrors. You know what they're made of? Fucking diamond? I don't think so. Everyone's looking at me. But that's one thing I've noticed about the R1 compared to the 1098. I don't know whether because she's white, or whether because she's not quite as obnoxiously loud as the 1098, or whatever it is, I don't quite know. But I'm starting to find that a lot more people are looking at the R1. She's constantly getting commented on at work. I'm having a lot of people come up to me, either in work or out of work even for that matter, saying, oh, who's that R1 outside? And I go, oh, it's mine. And they're like, oh bro, that bike looks so sick. Or it'll be, oh, she looks beautiful. And I'm like, yeah, cheers. I don't know whether it's just me or whatever it is, but quite literally, I do not know why I get embarrassed. I mean, when I had the 1098, well, when I do have the 1098 on the road, I mean, yeah, okay, she does get the odd comment here and there, and I'm like, oh yeah, cheers, thanks for that, you know, as you do. But then I get people commenting on the R1, and it's like, I don't know how to feel about this. And don't get me wrong, I'm just as protective over the R1 as I am of the 1098, in terms of not allowing people to get too close to her and whatnot. But it's just weird. For me, the R1 just seems a lot more of a target. It's quite literally, I'm like, get the fuck away from my bike. And I'll be sitting at work, and at my work we've got these massive, like, massive bay windows. Don't you know how to look, love? Well, I say massive bay windows, they're not huge, but they're big enough. And I can see the R1 quite clearly through the window. But I still get exceptionally nervous when I see people go near it. I mean, I've got the same chain and disc lock on the R1 like I do on the 1098. I've got the Abbas 8008 disc lock, which is fucking huge. And I've also got my Pragmasis 19mm thick protector chain. But sometimes I feel even that's not enough. Do you know what I mean? Does that make any sense? It's almost like I feel like I need to have someone standing guard over the R1. Whereas with the 1098, because of the tracker, I can quite easily leave her alone. And obviously when she's got the cover over her, no one bats an eyelid. But I don't know. Maybe once the tracker's on the R1 I won't be so nervous. Maybe. I don't fucking know. But we'll see how it goes. And as always, ladies and gents, thank you for sticking around to the end of the video, and thank you for subscribing. And if you haven't already subscribed, please consider doing so. It'd be great to have you on board so you can join me on my YouTube journeys. And if you are subscribed, don't forget to smash the like button and ring the bell so you are kept up to date with all future notifications. And as always, ladies and gentlemen, you guys have been absolutely fucking awesome as always. I can't thank you guys enough for being around and watching my videos to the end. I thank you from the bottom of my heart. But for now, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, as always, like I just said, you guys have been absolutely fucking awesome. I have been Lee, aka Rollin Thunder, saying look after yourselves, look after each other, stay safe on the roads, be aware of COVID-19, be safe, be happy, look after yourselves, and as always, adios!